polynomial in factor form. So we look at number 3. I'm going to factor negative 3x. So I have x squared minus 6x plus 9. Now we want to check. We have negative 3x times x squared gives you negative 3x cubed. Negative 3x has negative 6x and 18x squared. Negative 3x times negative 9 times 9 gives you negative 27x. Now you can factor this one. You have negative 3x and you have x minus 3, x minus 3. And so those are the lineal factors for negative 3x cubed plus 18x squared minus 27x. Number 4, if you're going to factor x cubed minus 2x squared plus x, you have to find the common factor, which is x. So you have x squared minus 2x plus 1. That's your common factor. How can you check? X times x squared gives you x cubed. X times negative 2x gives you negative 2x squared. And then x times 1 gives you x. Now you can factor this. You look at 1. What are two factors that give you 1 that add give you negative 2, which is negative 1 times negative 1. So it's x parentheses x minus 1 times x minus 1. It says find the zeros of each function and graph the function. So we have x equals negative 1, x equals 1, and x equals 3. Now, if you want, you can use your graphing calculator. Plus 1, parentheses, x minus 1, and parentheses, x minus 3. And so there's a graph, so I'm going to go ahead and sketch it, but I do want you to graph, and I'll be doing the graph paper in the classroom. So here is, it's increasing, so it intersects here, a negative 1, increases turning point, intersection, turning point, another intersection. So those are the three zeros, negative 1, 1. Number 8, write the polynomial function in standard form with the given zeros. So in this case, we're going backwards. So we have y equals parentheses x plus 3, parentheses x minus 5. And then we have two zeros, so it's going to be x times x. So let me go and do some rearranging. We have x times x is going to be x squared. Parentheses, x times x is x squared. X times negative 5 gives you negative 5x. 3 times x gives you 3x. And then 3 times negative 5 gives you negative 15. So y equals x squared, parentheses, x squared minus 2x minus 15. Okay, we're going to multiply again. X squared times x squared, so that's x to the 4th. X squared times negative 2 to the 3rd. And then x squared times negative 15 is negative 15x squared. And what I did there is I did the distributive property. Find the zeros of each function. State the multiplicity of multiple zeros. So if I look at 10, I'm just selecting. So we have x times x minus 8 times x minus 8. Why x minus 8 times x minus 8? Because it's x minus 8 to the second power. So the first zero is x equals 0. The second zero is x equals 8. And the third zero is x equals 8. So we notice that here we have a multiplicity